Hello there, my name is Janet, and I know I've been away for a couple of days, and that is because the heat. Oh my god, it's so hot. I don't even want to wear this, but it's so hot, and I feel naked like this. Yeah, okay. So today I am reviewing the 101 Dalmatians by Dodie Smith, and this book was good in its own way. Like, it has its own goodness in it. If you've seen the movie or whether it's the live action or the animation version, they're both by Disney. They're both great. I love both of them. They're awesome. I prefer the animation because, I don't know, it has more storyline to it. But I love the live action because Cruella's awesome in that movie. Oh, I just love Cruella. I don't know why. She's just awesome. So in this book, if you've seen the movies, you already know the synopsis. If you haven't, basically it's about Pongo and Mrs. plus their pets, which is the masters. Yeah, I know, the humans, darlings. So Pongo and Mrs. They have 15 puppies, and then they get stolen, and then Pongo and Mrs. go out and look for those puppies because they have been stolen. They're their puppies, and they want to find the puppies. And later on, when they do find the puppies, they end up finding more than just 15 puppies, a lot of puppies. And yeah, you know, 101 Dalmatians, you do the math. Yeah. So things I didn't like about the book. One, not enough Cruella action. I love Cruella and I wanted more Cruella, and not enough Cruella in here. Though the part she was in, she was freaking hilarious. Oh, not hilarious like, oh my god, she knows how to crack a joke hilarious. No, she is hilarious in her own serious way. It's awesome. So not enough Cruella, and that's a downer for me because I love Cruella. The second thing I didn't like about this book is the fact that Mrs. And I don't think her name is Mrs. in the movies. I think her name is Pedra, or whatever they call her. And Pedra, or however you pronounce her name, is a different character in this book. But yeah, in the book her name is Mrs. And she's portrayed as to be very weak. She's a very weak Dalmatian. And you would think, yeah, well, she's a dog. Well, why is Pongo so smart? Pongo's a boy and he's smart. And Mrs., she's a woman, a girl, also Dalmatian, and she's kind of dumb. Well, not dumb because she isn't dumb, because she has her moments, but she's very ignorant about the world, in other words. And I didn't like that. I didn't like the fact that she was a girl and she was ignorant. It's like, what are you trying to say, Dodie? What are you trying to say? That all women had... I'm just kidding. But yeah, I didn't like the fact that she was weak. She was portrayed as to be very weak, and there's even a part where this other dog that's male is trying to teach her right from her left, and she doesn't understand. I'm just like, seriously, it's not that hard. And I'm just like, ugh. I didn't like the fact that she was weak. Another negative thing for a children's novel is the fact that it's kind of slow paced at times. And I think that's kind of horrible for a children's novel because it's a children's novel. Children kind of have a very, I don't know, they tend to be very jittery and stuff, and they don't really pay it unless they're a reader. So maybe that does make sense if the child's a reader, and that's why this is a book. And I don't know, but it was kind of slow paced at times. But either way, I loved it. And another thing, like, unlike the movies, I think I'm kind of give you a lot of negative little one. It's not that horrible. It's just that I noticed that in the movie, they kind of show different scenes. They kind of show the pub scenes, how they're shot. They show a little bit of Pongo and Mrs. looking for them and all that stuff. But in this book, it's mainly about Pongo and Mrs. looking for the dogs, and once they find the dogs, it's about them leaving that place. And once they leave that place, they're just kind of trying to get home. And yeah, so there's a lot of walking involved, but it's still good. It's like a good mystery novel, and I like all the logic in the book. It has a lot of logic for a bunch of puppies. Well, not puppies, because in the beginning it's just Pongo and Mrs. and some other grown-up dogs, but still, it's really good. I love the twilight barking. The twilight barking is also portrayed in the movies, and if you don't know what that is, it's when all the dogs bark, and I bet you've seen a dog do that. When they start barking and another dog responds, and you hear more dogs barking, well, that's the twilight barking, and I like that. I like how the word gets around. It's awesome. I also like the fact that this book sticks to be really realistic. Like, when they're out looking for the Dalmatians and they find them, they end up going through snow, and Mrs. is like, oh, look at the pretty snow, and Pongo is just like, pretty, no, it's not pretty. It's really cold and our pups are going to die in all this cold weather. So yeah, as I said, Mrs. doesn't think, but Pungo does. Either way, I bet I would have thought that the snow was pretty, so I guess, yeah. Another thing I loved about the book was the last chapter. I love the last chapter. It is great because there's like a mystery between the arithmetic within the 101 Dalmatians, and it's great. I love it. I love it. Awesome. The, that mystery and that last chapter really knew how to wrap up this book, and oh, I loved it. I love the ending. Before the ending, I was gonna give it 3.5 stars, but the ending just bumped it up to 4 stars. This book is just awesome. I think I said awesome a lot in this. But yeah, this book is really good. I liked it. Despite the slow pace and despite not enough Cruella action, and despite the fact that Mrs. is kind of weak for a female character. Don't like that. I don't like female characters to be weak. But she's still cool. She has her moments. She's still cool. Don't get me wrong. I'm not. Yeah. 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 Really good book. I like it. So if you have anything to comment below, and I will have a written review up just in case I forget anything, so that will be in the blog. And yeah, hope you like this review. I think I talked really fast, so I'm sorry about that. And yes, I'll see you in my next video, which will be Friday Reads most likely. Okay, bye.